request Mr. Ashraf Habib to give us his presentation on automated management information system.
Good afternoon. My name is Ashraf Habib. I'm going to present to you a project that I've been working on for the past 4 years with the help of some friends of mine here, We've been trying to create a software program for garment factories. We all know that the garment factories are considered to be small and medium-sized industries, but it is a small wheel that keeps the large wheels straight. Fabric manufacturers great investments in the yarn mill, huge investments. You cannot run it alone. They always need the garment factory. So we always have to consider the garment factory as a small wheel that keeps the big wheel turning. The goal of this project is to increase the efficiency, productivity, profitability of small and medium enterprises in the garment manufacturing industry. The project is directly related to industrial modernization of the textile sector and walks in the same steps with the IMP, although it is not related to the IMP, but we do walk in the same direction. One of our main goals is to modernize management operations for 2,500 garment factories and manufacturers by the end of 2006. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do that. And you're going to see why, because I'm going to give you a deep look at the program at the end of this. Okay, the description is to provide the factory owners and managers with an effective tool, software, hardware, information to control operations through MIS, Management Information System. This will allow factories to compete on a global level. Now, a lot of people ask me all the time, what do you mean by a tool? Okay, I have an example of this here. I'm a carpenter. Okay, this is a piece of wood, and I have a nail. Okay, now what I'm trying to do is to put the nail in the wood, hammer it in the wood. How am I going to do that without the hammer? Oh, there are ways. I can take the nail like this, punch it in, I can put it on the ground and step on it, I can do a million things. But I have a tool. It's done. Perfect. Okay. That's what we mean by a tool. The software we're working on is going to be completed and online on the internet within 6 months. We're going to be in the trial area probably by the end of this month. We'll be trying to at least 10 to 15 factories. One of the main problems that we have with different textiles, and I've been working with different textiles all over the country for the past 10 years, is not in the machine. It's really in the management. The workers are the same all over the world. Our workers here in Egypt are paid less than anywhere else in the world, including China. The Chinese get paid more than us. India, get paid more than us. So it's not the labor problem. It's not the machinery problem, because I've seen European factories that work with machinery older than ours, much older than ours, and still come out with very good results. It's the management, the industrial engineering related to this. How to control production. Your middle management, this is where you have a problem. And this is what this program is trying to do. It's trying to provide a tool, something to work with, for these factories to increase their productivity. Now, there's a lot of competitors on the market. There's half a dozen similar software program systems, most operating either in English or French. I know one in Arabic, I don't know much about it. The price range is from $10,000 to $50,000. $50,000 is 300,000 pounds. I have a garment factory, it does not cost me 300,000 pounds. You can put a very good production line for less than 100,000 pounds. So you can't come and ask me today to invest into a software 100,000 pounds in order to increase my productivity. It's not going to make sense to me. I'm better off shutting down the factory than to even invest in something. Our program has a lot of stuff. First of all, it's going to speak in Arabic. It will communicate in Arabic so that your middle management can deal with it very simply. Simple supervisor training, because we're going to be around here when we produce here. The cost, we're thinking between 10,000 to 25,000 pounds, which is the same cost of any one of the machines that we have in the factory. We're going to have a barcode system on it. It's going to be original. We do have some weaknesses. We don't do any transformation ability in the project because it's related to cost. And we don't have data collection directly from it. Some software are collecting the data directly from it. We don't have that today. This is one of our weaknesses, but again, it's reflected by it. This is what the system is going to look like. We have a management control system in the middle, and we have pricing. We have a pricing program to help the factory price the product. Now, I've seen a lot of factories that try to price the product, and they use very simplified methods. If they want to be accurate, it takes them about 2 weeks to come up with the correct price. If they're not accurate, and they give you a very quick price, they're either 35% over or 35% under. Depends how lucky they are. So we developed a software that is very accurate to this price. In order to get pricing and costing, it's not just pricing. In order to get the factory management, the ability to price online. This pricing program is going to work online. I mean, the client provides to walk in, go to your pricing software and just put it the specifications, his size ratios, his quantities, everything, and you will come up with a price based on the setup that the owner has, the owner of the factory has applied to the system. Purchasing, warehousing, supply chain, warehousing. I went to factories 100 factories. You walk into the factory and you find on the side they have shelves and 20,000 t-shirts are there. And they're finished, they're completely finished. And you ask them, why are these t-shirts there? You know, the label didn't come. We started producing and then we didn't have the label. So what did you do? You finished production and put them on the side to collect those. Okay, you got the label, right? Yes, we did get the label. But then the LC is expired. So now we have perfect t-shirts, perfect labels, collecting done for the next 6 years. This doesn't only happen in public sector. Public sector and private sector. I've seen it in both. Many times. So we're creating a supply chain system that will make sure that you're reminded every day of what is missing in each order. The order does not go into the production line before we have everything missing. It's just manufacturing, production. We have, in the production area, we have connected the payload to the production. When I did this, I got 100% quality for free. You're going to ask me, how can you do that? There's a lot of ways to do that. There are systems. Exactly. You can get 100% quality absolutely free. It's cool. It's not free. But we have tried this and we do it. When I did this, my efficiency went up. My labor cost went down, although the salaries of my workers increased about 30%. I've increased their salaries, their income actually increased, and my manufacturing cost per piece went down. This is what the system is able to do. We're going to have a website on the system where the client and the website are controlled. This is a sample of the pricing program. This is just a picture. It's not the way it's going to be. But we have product specs and we put all the specifications of the product. Okay. And this, by the way, what's going on? This is scary because there's a lot of factories that don't have the configuration because they don't have the scheduling system. We have a scheduling system for each project where we put by weeks. Green means the week is open, so you can put an order in there. Red means this week is closed. So please don't take an order and put it in there. When you have a shipping deadline that coincides with the same order. So you can organize yourself, organize your factory in a much more professional way. Do it before the case, the web page is going to be an interactive web page, serving both manufacturer and the buyer. Buyers will have access to check order status, daily production. You can send pictures of pre-production samples, pictures of accessories. Instead of sending it by mail back and forth, it takes a long time and very costly. We have communication software, audio, video on the internet for you to work. And of course you can have the kind of production capability. This technology is not new today. There are many similar factories that do the same thing. Many similar systems are used all over the world. They contribute to improvement and competitiveness products. There are some factories here in Egypt that are using these systems. There's very little, so like 3 or 4 factories only that have a system and apply it to the system. And of course they're one of the largest factories, but the systems they have, I know one factory bought for over £1 million. They have to get that type of system. One of the companies also that I've seen the system is the public sector company. And they made that investment. Egyptian factories have proven time and again when faced with the challenge and equipped with the right tools. They do have the right tools. We do come to better than international standards. One of these factories here, especially in Turkey, the international standard for shrinking is, I don't know, 8 minutes, 9 minutes on manufacturing something in the facility. I know that here their standard has become 6 minutes. So we know that we have the capabilities, we have the know-how. We are hard workers here. So we really need to have the correct tools to work with. The hardware requirement is very simple. We were talking about PPCs, camera, take pictures of samples you make, laser printers for the barcoding, color printer, that's for fun, I guess. 2 barcode readers and ISL to use the communication. That's the maximum requirement. What we're doing right now, we can work with 1 piece. The factory has 1 PC. This system will work. For the system and operating the factory and controlling this operation, the manufacturing operation, in a much more production. The schedule. We've been developing this, like I said, the past couple of years. So we started very seriously in January. We started putting money into it, and we're in the development phase right now. We'll start the initial trials by the end of this month. It will be 10 factories for this. And by September, we should have worked out all the bugs in the system and go full implementation of September to the end of the year. That's it. Thank you. Any questions? Yes.
What do you do for the illiteracy of computer illiteracy, even in the top class management?
No, the software is designed to deal with, to cope with computer.
By the way, is it in Arabic also?
Yes.
There is accessibility for Arabic?
Yes, we're making it there. We're producing it there. We're at the programming stage right now, so it's still in English. The part I can show you is still in English. But when it goes on the market, it's going to be in Arabic.
It's major aspect.
Yes, it's one of the first things I said. I think one of the points, the good points that we have, the strength that we have for this program is that it does speak Arabic, it communicates in Arabic.
What I mean by the computer illiteracy, I think the top class management do not believe software problems. And this is a big problem here in Egypt, you know, to convince them to have this software.
I agree with you. It's going to be very difficult.
It's hard tasking.
It's going to be very difficult to convince them. But
Not all.
That's what's making the Indians with their.
I think in NIST they are doing the same software or similar like that or something.
India, of course, we have IT enabled country,
yes.
So we have a lot of software for practically everything.
Pakistan and Bangladesh.
Yeah, but I think now we are getting more and more technology driven, and as you said, it is a very important aspect in manufacturing. Yeah. And more and more manufacturers are using systems like what we have. Things are changing all over the world.
The system is designed to increase efficiency of the factory, increase profitability. Now we can demonstrate this in a very clear way. But I do agree with you that it is the only thing that we have going for us is compared to the software like this, we're very well set.
I have seen a similar software in PC Square in North Carolina in the United States. It's about triple cost. I think.
Well,
of course, it's very advanced.
The thing in the U.S. as well is that they cannot tie up production with payroll.
Yes.
If you do that, it's against the law because of the union law.
Yes.
It has over there. So they don't have any of the American systems that actually does that. We are doing that. Our salary are capability. Like I said, when I did this in my factory, people that were making, workers that were making 6 to 8 pounds per day jumped from 6 to 8 pounds to 15 pounds per day, 15 and 20 pounds per day. Other workers that were making 12 and 15 pounds per day went down to 5. I always thought that they were the best. But with the computer aid, I was able to find out who are the best workers and who are the worst.
By the way, have you done anything about the benchmarking, for the international standards for the efficiency and all of these things? Just to know, timing and productivity and all of these things. Yes, it's very important, Mr. Ashraf, because they don't know they are doing well or not.
Yes, I agree with you.
It's very, very important, to make a benchmarking with the international standards or international ratios. For fabrics, yeah. Okay. I'm ready for that. I'm very interested for that.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for collaboration with you.
I'd like to give you a secret program. I'll show you just one thing with it. We had a packaging system that was very smart.
Very good.
A packaging system that I did. We did together with engineer Sharif here. This is a packaging software. Okay. Now, what is it? So we're talking about the packaging. Let's say pieces per inner carton or foil. So pieces per inner carton. We're dealing with t-shirts, we're going to take 12 t-shirts per bag. Okay, so there's 12. Okay, inner carton, 40 bags. Number of 40 bags per outer carton. The outer carton would take 24. right? Inner carton cost is 0.08. Okay? Outer carton cost, which is the big carton, say 2.5. For example. Okay? Now, if we give the dimensions in centimeters, the length of the carton, say, is 45. And the height, what's that? These are just numbers. And we want to know how many pieces will fit in a 20-foot container. Okay? And it gives us here that we're going to have 588 boxes carrying 196,000 pieces. Of course, these numbers are not very important. And the packaging cost per item is going to be 1.53. Okay? Now, we change this to a 40-foot container. And we calculate, and we get extra numbers. We're going to get 1,134, 326,000 pieces. This piece of the program helps you in what? Say you have an order for a number of t-shirts. So the man wants 330,000 pieces. And he opens an LC for 330,000 pieces. You're going to end up paying 326,000, putting it into the container, and you're going to have another container just to fit in the extra, the and you end up paying the cost of both the 3,000 pieces. Okay? And this, of course, is going to be a great loss for you. But you're going to have to do that because your LC, the letter of credit, is going to require you not to be less than 330,000. So with this program, if you can just make this calculation, which takes 5 minutes, just did it right in front of you, less than a minute, you can decide what the quantities are. You can also be, if you're working with a client and he says, okay, I want 300,000 pieces. Well, a full load container takes 326, so it would be better for the buyer to take 326 instead of 300. That's just a simple example of what this program can do. Of course, it can work with centimeters, inches, everything. And I don't have anything else. Any questions?